A feature story is a picture story that captures the human interest of daily life. The entry may contain up to 12 images. Okay.
Can we get 1 minute, maybe 2 minutes?
Yeah, you want 2 minutes? I can give you 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Bathroom break? I'm good for it.
You know what? I'm gonna go on a break too. I'll be back in 3 minutes. Can we get 3 minutes?
You can have 5. 6:45 is when I'd like to start up again. How's that?
Perfect.
Back on track. I can't see if you stand right about there. See? Can't see. Oh, wait, they can hear me though. Ghost. Did you enjoy dinner?
Do we have everybody back?
And when you go out there, can you close the door for me? Thank you.
Check this out. Let's see where we are. We have everybody is back. All right. 16 projects. Shall we do as we did before and do them up as contact sheets first? Okay.
So you don't get to see the big reveal. What her new face is?
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like she had a surgery.
Oh,
And I want to see what happened.
Yeah, we don't see the after.
But this is a shot beautifully. I like it.
You see the operation in the middle, you just don't get to see a lot right there. Right? Isn't that, or is that someone else's operation?
No, that's her. I think that's her operation. But then at the end, they don't show what it looks like after
Yeah.
that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
It was like just the ender was like her face mask that she has to wear, like being
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
this is one of those story I would prefer to wait until you got the face that she has after the operations.
Oh, and it even says that plastic surgery radically changed her appearance in the caption at the bottom.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hmm. Can I read? Okay, we're going through one time. Okay, let's keep going. Sorry. Distracted. Can someone remind me again what the category this is? It's story, news story,
Feature story.
feature story. Oh, hurt my neck.
Here's the story. Cool. It's nice. Wow.
It's cold.
This is going to be a tough one. There's a lot of good stories already.
Is this the one with the girl that was sitting on the bed and the police officer was coming to get her, right?
Hmm.
But that picture, that image is not
They
in
didn't
this.
put the image in. That's strange.
Wow.
It's really nice.
Yeah. We're gonna have
This,
what time
this
is
is a
it?
really
It's
strong
almost 7
category.
o'clock now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, this is a tough. There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah,
Be
it's
fun.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Oh, there it is. But then when you start to sit and compare, then maybe it won't be so hard. Hopefully. Is that a cactus?
Oh yeah, that's what it looks like, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, maybe it's water inside of the cactus, right?
Yeah, you can eat cactus and make soup from it, all kinds of stuff.
You can stir fry it.
Oh, maybe that's why they have it.
That's a beautiful story here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and it
like
says
the
a group of people that are trying to maintain their way of life. That's interesting. What is going on here?
same photographer, maybe. Well, no, probably not.
I
Totally
don't
different.
know what's happening here.
Come on.
This feels weird. This feels like a throwback, like it's old times magazine.
Yeah.
To say, like, when was this taken? It's definitely giving like Life magazine, Gordon Parks vibes.
Yes. But maybe not.
This is in LA though.
That's
It's,
why I said tones.
The flash, the bright flash in the room.
Yeah, it looks a little like Philip Montgomery stuff. No idea, but
Can you enter multiple stories in multiple categories?
because I see in this story, I see
That's
photos that was entered in the other
It's literally
category.
the
Well,
same story.
you can enter the singles, correct? You just can't enter the.
Yeah, they've
You
already
just
entered
can't
this.
enter the story in different.
See
ones.
the first one, the third one.
This is
and then-
disqualified.
Yeah, I think this one is already in the other category.
Yeah, we already gave it an award.
Oh, this is a lot of. This is a lot of
Good stories.
good stories. Let me see where people are putting their time.
Oh,
Man,
here we go.
yeah, there's that shot.
Yep.
So this is where we get more context for this addiction clinic.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the bridge that they were under. Wow.
Okay, that is all of the stories.
Wow.
How would you like me to go back through for the next round?
We can look at the contact sheet and say in or out, unless
Yeah.
you guys want to look at individual image.
I think we can go one round in and out, and then from there,
Yeah.
look at the
Yeah.
pictures as a
And
in.
So deep.
I am going to accuse myself from this story.
oh, okay. I think it's in. To me, it's a strong.
Thank you, Tay.
And I think.
I get that forehead kiss. It's deep.
We can say in. This is not the end for me. The pictures are great, but I think that the photographer is trying to cover too wide of a topic.
Yeah, I think this is an out.
Pointed.
Yeah, it's not as strong as some of the other ones that we've seen already. So
Still good work, but you know.
Now on this one here,
This
I'm
one's in.
curious. There are 3 photographs of the lady pushing what I
think-
perceive as a coffin. The
Yeah,
first one and this one, and then the end. You know, I'm
I think it
curious.
has something to do with the story, you know, the repetition, because it's saying Holocaust survivors are dying COVID-19, and she's responsible for burying them all, the Jewish community in Stockholm. So
But do we need to show 3 images of the coffin going in?
But isn't it interesting? It's like different times of the day, like morning, noon, and night. Like, you know, like it's her life, like the repetition, but in between it, it's her life. I know
Well, I
what
think
you
it's
mean. I thought the same thing at first, like why keep doing it? But then there
Mhm.
maybe repeating it is like, see, it's snowing, then it's not snowing, it's nighttime,
yeah.
it's daytime. So does it make it more powerful to have that image over and over again?
I think we should keep it in. I'm curious to learn about this story.
Yeah, and for me too. And here we are.
In.
And
Yeah.
I'd like to look at it. In.
okay, and it's
Right.
definitely different, right?
It's really different. Yeah. I don't think it's maybe not gonna stay, but I'd like to look at it. I think we should look at the individual images.
This is well done, but I don't know how much
I don't
interest
know about this one.
dance.
Yeah.
And
Um, I can go either way, but my thinking is out.
yeah, I just not because the images and stuff aren't strong, just maybe the content with everything else that it's going
Mhm.
up
Yeah,
against.
yeah.
It doesn't really doesn't stand up against. But if it's you know, a photo story on this dance school and this dance teacher, can we read the caption a little bit? Because we don't even know where this is. You can just scroll down. I'm gonna read it real quick. Okay.
I kind of wish they had been able to get some access out of the school, even though I think it's a really beautifully shot. I'd like to look at all the images,
Mhm.
frankly. Mhm.
Yeah, like if they talk about some of the challenges they face, like I don't see any of these challenges in these photographs. I mean, I do see the endurance and being able to still create an environment for dance, but I don't know. It doesn't really stand up for me.
Do we have two?
I'm
Yeah.
out on this one.
I'm out on that.
I don't think it's as strong as the other ones. The other one, there's already been like a bunch that we've seen. So,
This is an N for me. I want to know more.
Yeah, me too. That's an in for me too. I really want to
yeah, I
know.
want to see more.
All right,
I want to see them all.
we'll go to the next.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is an N for me too.
And
Okay,
Yeah, that's powerful. This is an out for me.
I wanted more from this.
It's really hard when you come behind a photo story that feels similar, but is
Mhm.
much
Yeah.
more stronger. So then you automatically get the boot.
Yeah, but I think that's the part of it, because this way help us to compare each stories, you know.
Mhm.
I think this one isn't out compared to the other ones.
you don't get as much of a sense for the individuals in that picture, in that story.
This is an out for me too.
That's an out for me too.
Yeah.
Where do
Yeah.
these people live? Do they live out here in this bush?
Yeah.
Where
This is beautifully shot.
Yeah,
I'd like
I
to
like
see
to
it
keep this
all.
one in.
Yeah.
And the story is really interesting too.
okay, we have two ins. Let's go on.
I'd like to see all these pictures because I'm not totally
Yeah.
sure what they're about. So I'd like to see them larger because it does seem like we need to.
Yeah.
In
Right.
This should
for
keep it
now.
in.
We'll
Yeah.
keep it
Yeah,
in.
because I
Look at
don't
the
know.
next.
Maybe once you see them bigger. Yeah, in.
I don't know. For me, this is an out.
Yeah. It feels too singular, too narrow. And I don't feel connected to anyone in any of these pictures.
Not at all.
I'd like to see them bigger, guys. if there's another person who cares about it.
I'm kind of on the fence on this particular story.
I have 1 and 1. Do we have another yes?
I just want to see them larger, because I don't know how.
We'll keep it in for that. Let's go on to the next one.
I think that's just fair. Yeah, we saw this.
Yeah, this story we
Yeah.
we awarded in another category.
Oh, the other category, we didn't award that whole story. We awarded the magazine, the portfolio.
Correct. You,
Oh, for
So
Ethiopia.
we can
Oh.
award it as an individual story also, I believe.
correct. Yes, you can do that as an individual story.
It's powerful. We can put it back.
All right, let's make this a yes.
This one's in to me.
Yes, this is a yes.
Yeah, it's a yes.
Okay.
Very well done.
We're not doing a good job of reading now, guys.
All right. So let's see how many you killed.
That's true.
This may have to be the last one tonight. So you made it down to 11. You knocked out a grand total of 5. Woohoo. All right. Let's go through them. If you know right away, I'm going to try and save some time. If you know right away it's going on, just say in and we can save it for the next round.
This one is out for me.
Are we gonna look through the images big first? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fair at this point to see all the images, because sometimes
Okay.
they seem bigger.
We can do that.
You know she's 30 years old.
No, I didn't.
Not a kid. She's 30. I wonder if that's her kid.
What happened to her again?
She was in a fire as a young girl. I think I just kind of glanced through it shortly. Julia, would you like to read it if she's there?
Sure. Sorry, one sec. I am here. Okay, so the project description of this one is Anya Boldreva is 30 years old. At the age of 7 months, she was seriously injured by a fire. Already at a more mature age, Anya wanted to commit suicide because she did not see the point of living with such a face. All her life, Anya dreamed of plastic surgery that could change her appearance. Do you want me to keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anya, her daughter Dasha, and Anya's common-law husband Leisha until recently lived in the village of Zuravka in the Voronezh region. There, Lyosha worked as a handyman on a farm. The family barely had enough money for food and occasionally for clothes. Previously, Anya went to the nearest big cities, Voronezh, where she begged to somehow survive. Anya considers the appearance of her daughter Dasha and Alexei in her life to be turning points. These are the people for whom she lives and sees meaning in life. But recently, a big trouble happened in their family. The house in the village of Zuravka burned down. Left homeless, they decided to move south to Krasnodar and start all over again there. After publications in the media, people began to donate money to Anya. Perhaps thanks to the help of the caring people, she will finally have the opportunity to find her own home. Anya will also receive a quota for plastic surgery, and the dream of many years came true. Plastic surgery has not radically changed Anna's appearance, but it has corrected the functionality of some organs. Now she can close her eyes when she sleeps and close her mouth.
Oh, wow. That's crazy. I don't know if it still rises to the top. Especially compared to what we just looked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's an out for me. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's a really good story. I just feel
Yes.
like it's not,
Yeah,
it's not
I think
as
this.
developed as some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The second half kind of doesn't quite develop as much. And there's not any real moments between people in it.
There's her common law husband laying on her back. that I liked.
Wow. This is very tough. I think they've done quite a good job on this for a challenging story. But wow.
Actually, it's a really deep story. But when we're thinking about the others, like it's just not, it's not, it's not hitting me in my gut where I feel like it needs to do.
I think for me, what's powerful is like, and it's not as developed. It's like some of the pictures of the parents, and it's so focused on like the photographs of caring for the child, which I can understand for the young man, we're missing some of those other dynamics. And I really wish that was more developed somehow. But I like the story. I think it's good. To me, it's kind of like tough, but I kind of wish there was a little more. How does that play out in the family?
Yeah, like the photographer obviously spent a lot of time with the family, went everywhere, and to be kind of one-dimensional in what you wanted to document, I don't know. You're right, like they missed something, like the relationship between the parents. When they're not caring for their child, what are they doing?
Yeah, I like that.
Or where do they fit in the larger community?
Yeah.
Okay, so is this 2 ins or 2 outs?
It's an out frame.
I'd keep it in.
I have 1
I'd
out,
keep it
1
in right now.
I would leave it in just to see how it's
There it is. On to the next one.
Okay, here we go.
Julia, do you mind reading the?
Yeah. Anna Nachman is responsible for all the funerals at the Jewish congregation in Stockholm. She is worried more and more Holocaust survivors are dying, many to the coronavirus. Soon all the witnesses will be gone. Who will tell their stories then? For Anna Nachman, her life is intimately connected to death. A mother of 5, life for her is filled with stark contrast. She is always on call and must be ready for a call at any time. There is no such thing as free time. Her private life and work is intimately intertwined. Constantly living in the shadow of death has given her perspective on life. I am humbler. I don't sweat the small stuff anymore. The price you have to pay to live is death.
I don't see the Holocaust survivors. Where are the people who are being buried before they are buried? Is she just burying them and she doesn't have a relationship with them?
It's not.
Maybe not.
It's I wish I can see a little more of it than just the aspect of burial. These.
Well, you have her family
Holocaust.
life, but you're right, it's missing something. I was like, oh, is that their bed in the room with the kids?
Yeah, that's the husband or something looking like, oh man, it's like.
Do I hear 2 outs, 2 ins?
I'm out.
It's an out. I liked it, but it doesn't really go all the way. Yeah.
Do I have another out?
I think it's out.
Okay. Next.
It's an interesting story that I feel like need a little more.
Yeah, thoughtfulness, maybe. Talk to her, figure out. This is interesting. Look at that. Mm.
Mm.
Man, it's
This
in,
is this. What's interesting is the photos are different than the ones in the portfolio, right?
Yeah, yeah.
mm-hmm.
It's
Wow.
I like this much better.
I liked both, but yeah, this one's great.
All right, I
This
have
one's
2
strong.
wins. We'll keep it into the next round. Let's keep
Yeah,
going.
that's great.
I'm gonna push for 8 o'clock, guys, so.
Can we
Mhm.
read the caption on this one? The description? Why you play them big for me, please?
Yep. Okay. The Valenzuelas were already living paycheck to paycheck when eviction notices started appearing on their door, addressed to somebody else. They were sure there was a mistake. All over the state, people like the Valenzuelas are in danger of losing their homes. In Fresno County, more than 650 families have been forced out of their homes since the coronavirus took hold, despite a federal eviction moratorium. Finally, one morning, the sheriffs arrived and kicked out the Valenzuelas. Brianna, who goes by Bree, watched as her family had nowhere to go. At only 10 years old, she understood her family's fragility, how they had been teetering on the edge of crisis for years, and how the eviction could upend them. Her mother, Danita, was sick, terminally ill with kidney disease and congestive heart failure. Her
Mhm.
grandmother, Sharon, who lived a few miles away, often stayed with them, watching Bree while Danita was on dialysis. Bree's father, Brian, was unable to work after a bad car accident. He fixed up bikes for cash, and they lived off his unemployment. The stress of the eviction shattered the family.
That's an end for me.
Yeah, it's into me.
All right,
That's a
let's go
strong.
on.
That's strong. It's really,
I just wish they
really
had
well.
that
Man,
eviction.
Let's go to the next.
why'd they take that other picture out though of the sheriff?
Of the eviction.
Yeah, like I thought that was good.
Now, this is interesting.
That's beautiful.
Can I have a caption?
Yeah.
Mm.
Peru has
Wow.
immense mineral wealth in its striking Andes Mountains. It's the world #2 producer of copper and silver and a key producer of gold. But under its scorching sun, metallic opulence coexists with abject poverty. Mining is more than twice as important as tourism to Peru's economy. The Andes are still home to the country's poorest indigenous communities, Quechua speakers whose wealth was once sacked by the Spaniards and is now exploited by multinational corporations. Peru, a toxic state, is a 5-year journey covering 10,000 kilometers and 35 mining communities, chronicling the neocolonialism of today's mining industry. In 2021, Peru celebrated its 200th anniversary of independence, but the Andean mineral wealth is just as foreign to indigenous communities today as it was under colonial rule. Peru's geography is defined by mining. Spaniards opened a mine in Santa Barbara as early as 1566. Later, they moved to Cerro de Pasco, where the pursuit of wealth was so brazen, the pit almost swallowed the city. There's more. Didn't mean to go through that as well.
No.
Okay.
It's an end for me. I know we
Beautiful.
should be getting rid of stuff.
I have one in and a beautiful.
It's the
Oh,
No, it's in.
in is when I say beautiful, it's in.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, I got
In.
a in from you, Kimberly, and a beautiful from John. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Baja's
Mm.
vaqueros are battling against the encroachment of the modern world, climate change, and COVID-19.
That's it. That's
Yep, that's it.
Oh wow. Still beautiful, but man, that takes away
Maybe there's a better one like on the first.
picture.
Yeah.
Look at
No.
that.
No, and then they're just all like individual captions.
You know, it's nice, but I don't think it makes it, unfortunately. There's some great pictures in here, but I don't know, like where show me their home, like sit down for a meal when they eat that cactus. If they're
I have to
balanced for
agree.
their way of life, is their way of life just out here in the desert, roping cattle?
Yeah. Yeah, it's too there's some stunning images.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, to me it's not as developed at all as some of the other ones.
Yeah, I think the story is not deep enough, and it's compared to other story, I think this one in the end won't make it. So I'm out.
It's tones.
After the pandemic, we probably will have lost a generation. That's it.
Oh my god. Like, what is that? Do you have captions for these pictures?
Caption, it might be in the caption.
Yeah.
Let's just like, what does this caption say?
So for that one, bags of rice inside a massive warehouse in Kelapa Gading, Jakarta. The warehouse is owned and operated by the Indonesian Bureau of Logistics, a government-owned company which deals with food stocking, distribution, and price control. Indonesia is highly dependent on one staple food, rice. Despite being one of the world's top producers of rice, it is also one with the highest consumption. In order to cope up with the demand and try to secure the stock, the country often has to import rice from other countries such as Vietnam, Thailand, Pakistan, and India. In Indonesia, COVID-19 outbreak has exposed some of the underlying issues regarding food insecurity. Realizing the importance of food diversification and self-sufficiency and the risk of being heavily dependent on a single staple food are getting more evident than ever.
Okay.
This one is residents of Kampung Starling, Senen, Central Jakarta, wait for groceries distributed by the nonprofit Food Bank of Indonesia in December 2021. Across the country, 31% of families experienced food shortages in the past year.
Okay.
Volunteers with Food Bank of Indonesia unload and store 20 tons of bags of rice in a school classroom in Supilir, South Jakarta in December 2020. Today, the nonprofit is struggling to acquire food donations from cash-strapped businesses and protect its volunteers from the recent outbreak. 4 team members died from COVID-19 in the past month alone. Rusmalini left holds her 3-year-old daughter Aquila center as she is measured by Chris Wati Wright in her home in Pondok Melati, Bekasi, a suburban area east of Jakarta. Wati is a volunteer with Posyandu, a community-based health service focused on pregnant women and children. Even before the pandemic, more than 7 million children in Indonesia were stunted due to malnourishment.
I don't think we have to hear every caption,
No.
but
Okay.
the thank you. I think the pictures are nice, but I don't know how you guys feel, but to me it's a little more global story, but not quite. For me, it's not quite hitting. It's really well shot.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it's gonna really quite. Well, let's look at them all. I think the visuals hold together, but the story itself just yeah, it's not taking me as far as some of the other ones. I would say for me it's out.
Yeah, it's out for me too.
Definitely.
This is an out for me, but we can look at the pictures big.
You guys want the caption?
That's okay. I just
Okay.
want to see the pictures that I haven't seen.
That was the dad from the other one.
I agree. It doesn't.
Yeah.
I like that shot though. It's interesting. Yeah, it doesn't.
Out for me too.
Okay.
I don't quite understand why the technique for this particular story, and it's kind of like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, I think you should sort of, if you're gonna use that strong a technique, why?
You talking about for
But
the flash?
yeah, for the flash, like, okay, it didn't. I don't understand what it's really bringing to me.
I think
So-
I think it's trying to give the impression back in the 50s, you know,
Mhm.
of 60 where you see strong
Mhm.
flash, you know, that
Mhm.
kind of feel.
Okay.
But I don't think they were successful. I think their composition and the way they saw things just wasn't sophisticated as compared to what we have been seeing. It's on such a high level, you know,
Hmm.
like this story. Mm.
Do I hear 2 ins, 2 outs?
It's nice to see coverage from this conflict. I haven't seen. I haven't seen much. I'm sure there is. Not sure it's as, for me, as strong, but I do like it. So I could see it going to the next level. I don't know, but
Yeah,
what do you
I
guys
think
think?
there are a few really strong images in there, but the overall, I don't think it's gonna carry to the next level.
I agree. So it would be an out for me.
It's out for me.
It's an out for me too.
Okay, we'll go on to the next one.
That's deep.
Yeah, this one's an in all day.
Yeah,
Yeah, this
the
is.
drug addict here.
So, and do they have poppy fields there? They do. They're one of the mass producers of heroin, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Phew.
I don't really hear too much about the drug crisis.
I
This
think.
is Afghanistan, right? In Afghanistan.
Wow, that's a
That's
good
a
shot. Mhm. This is really good.
This
This is a great story. It's very strong.
yeah, I really like this story.
number one for me, to be honest.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, this probably is number one.
Where
Yeah,
does that
this
leave
so
us
far
now?
this one is my top choice here.
Yeah.
Some really powerful images in there, and
Right, what'd we break us down to now, Sarah? We got nowhere, you're still at 16. 5.
We got to get to 4.
yes,
Great.
Definitely the Afghan drug addicts. To me, that's number one. What is that third one? 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's the family.
A homeless
I like
family
it.
in
A homeless
California. This is very well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it feels like, you know, it's from the perspective of the young girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I like that.
And what's the
When she hugged her dad, I almost cried. I was like, oh my gosh, she's hugging her daddy. He can't work.
Can we
first
look
one?
at the number 2? Can you take a look at that one again?
I still think this one's real powerful.
I still like this one. I think this one should be either, it could be second or third for me.
It's very well done. When you put it all together, you know, we've seen little images here and there, and we've kind of not given it its due. But when you put it together like this, it's powerful to see the camp from above,
Yeah.
and then like them all crowded on that one little truck. The being down and working in the mine, the
Right.
dust, the haircuts, the
Mhm.
you know, the beautiful work of them working, and then the gold, and then the praying. You get everything. You get
And
it all.
and then you see the tight shot of the guy with the powder on his face and everything. You know, I think this story give us a little more glimpse into their life. You know, Kaya, the hardship and you know what they have to go through to make a living. You know, so it's, I do like this story quite a bit.
But you know what would make it stronger is if they had the picture of the man that had the accident, that
Yeah,
lost
yeah,
his eyesight.
yep. I don't know why he or she left that one out.
If you only have 12 images, it's kind of
Oh.
hard, but still, you gotta.
Still, you know.
But the tight shot too, the first shot isn't as strong as that
Yep,
shot of the smoky shot.
yep.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So for the
Oh.
next one, the next photo. Okay, so we have the last one is good. The third one is all good. The second one is good. So we need to decide between the first one and the fourth one.
Correct.
I
You're on
think
it,
the-
D. You're
I-
on it.
I think it's
I'm
this
shutting
one's
down,
out.
to be honest.
Yeah, I agree.
No, we're done. We're done
I
after
didn't want to
this.
be the one to say it, but I would say this one is out for
This
me.
to me, that other one, the photography is so sophisticated in number 4.
Yeah,
It's connected, sophisticated, and really beautiful.
yeah.
And it has its own voice. The second, you know, even each image,
You should keep.
there's a reason for it.
So
All
from
right.
second down to the fourth, that's it. We're good. The first one is out.
So let's get rid of the first one and let's figure out what are you ranking then the middle two.
I gotta see.
I didn't think we were gonna do it. We did it.
We did it.
Mhm.
Again, is number one for me, y'all.
Which
Yeah,
one?
I think we're all in agreement on that one.
You're all in
Yeah.
agreement on, actually, basically, you're all in agreement on first and second. I need to know third and HM.
Oh, okay. What are people saying second?
Oh, I
homeless
didn't
girl?
know that we hate.
Okay, then maybe the gold
Yeah.
isn't one on the top.
I don't.
That's fine. My bad.
I still like that one second.
Can we look at the third one?
Yeah, let's look at the third one again.
I like the photography on this
This is
story.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I-
really spent the time,
yeah.
like to
it
make
just-
images that.
Yeah, it just, you know, I do like this one
Different.
for third because I do like the photography. The feel of these images are just breathtaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with this going third. So Afghan first, and then Gold Mine second. That one third, and then or is
The homeless is honorable mention.
Let's see the homeless again.
Yeah.
But the homeless is so powerful too.
I like the
But
homeless
it doesn't have
too.
that sophistication like the Peru photos do.
Mhm. Yeah.
No.
And the
But-
creativity and the vision.
Yeah.
And then they covered so much, you know, and still trying to bring
And-
all these elements together to tell the
And
photo
one thing I
story.
noticed in the homeless story is sort of like a. Can you click on that story again?
Yeah, let's look
Sarah.
at that. Big.
Uh,
Can we look at that one big again? I just want to see them bigger.
Which story?
The homeless.
The homeless. I think the part of this story is that I feel the photographer just kind of stand in one position and make the photograph and not willing to be high and low in different angles, sort of. So I feel like there's only one perspective and doesn't give the visual stimulation in different shots.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I think we're all in agreement. This one gets the honorable mention.
I'm not sure I would put honestly, I personally feel like the Peru goes above the
The gold.
The
gold,
mine?
yeah. But I can be convinced otherwise. I'd like to look at the mining again. Like big, I just want to take it in. Like, let's look at them bigger.
Yeah, I think that this one is second. Just the colors, the variety of shots. Wow, that is deep. The access for this is deep as well.
And also the depth of the story that the photographer, go through, to get these images, so.
I would argue that the depth on the Peruvian story is also very, very long. Getting into those communities is not easy at all.
Yeah.
It's not easy to get in here. But like getting into this community to make a picture like that, where it's like that takes, like, that doesn't just happen. You really have to know the community.
And the photography on this story, it's just so, it's so wonderful. I mean,
this is so intimate. That one is not as, that's beautiful. I mean, these are images that are very
I
also,
can change my mind.
Look at that. That's the soldiers. Those are the soldiers coming. Like, it's really subtle. Harvest, like the perfect harvest shot. Look at that image.
I'm done.
Gorgeous. I vote for this second, and the other the miners third, and the homeless fourth. But they're all these are beautiful.
I can change my vote to that. Kimberly and Dee, your thoughts?
I'm rolling with y'all. I'm done, y'all. My brain is cooked. My eyes.
I just really like the.
This is
I
the
think
last
it's
thing
really
we're doing.
strong. Beautiful. I think it's just a slightly the photography is just a little more. I would say the commitment is equal, if not more, because it looks like it was shot over a long time. And I just really enjoy those images.
Yeah,
There's some magical images there.
They had to cover more than just one site, one place.
Yeah.
Okay, so shall we make the black and white second?
Yeah.
We're gonna put that one then as third. I'm gonna take honorable mention will be the second one that's there. I will take a screen grab.